Strobel, Hill Murray High School, Minneapolis-St. Paul Magazine in the Upper Midwest High School Little League. Big game today, Charlie. You are going to play the U.S. national team. So thoughts about the Elite League, thoughts about Minnesota high school hockey, thoughts about what it's like to play a game like this.
First off, with the Minnesota High School League, it's it's a dream, especially in Minnesota, to go to the state tournament. And playing White Bear and some of these guys that we play, it's highly competitive, just like the Elite League. And a lot of these guys that we play are extremely competitive and have a high skill level. And to see these guys like the national team that we get to play is an honor. So
a lot of tradition and history going to a school like Murray, and you look at what it's like to be in those big rivalry games. It's a high level of intensity. Do you feel that the Elite League matches that because it's best on best, or is this just fall hockey not such a big deal? It's kind of a little, slap it around and have some fun.
I think it matches it in different ways. I think, for Hill Murray personally, it's just more for your community. You want to win a title for, your tradition and, guys. But, here at the Elite League, it's about the same intensity and compete level. It's just more, go out there and have fun with your buddies and, do the best of your ability for these scouts and guys that are watching you.
You mentioned scouts in the building. It's interesting. We've got a full building today with every NHL team, all the colleges, juniors, but it's not just because the national team is here. That's business as usual. You guys play in front of crowds like that every night.
Yeah, and when you're out there, you can't really think about it that much. You're just kind of out there to do, what you can do, and just have a competitive, fun game, and just be out there and have fun. Most
you guys have yet to be interviewed.
He's Charlie Strobel. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
John Conley here with Luke Kron. Luke, Elite League's off to a great start. Entering this weekend, the leading scorer in the Elite League. Tell us about how the Elite League has been for you and what it's going to be like playing a game this weekend against the U.S. national team.
It's been a great experience playing against all the greatest players in Minnesota and playing with your buddies from the same regions. It's going to be unbelievable playing people with the USA jersey on their chest and just taking that in. Hopefully we can get a win against them.
So one of the things that's nice about a game like this is the contrast in styles or development philosophy. You got to play a game last year. Andover was featured on Hockey Day in Minnesota, which is a big, big deal. And you got to live at home, go to class with your friends. So just tell us maybe a little bit about last year's high school season and how nice it was to be a part of an event like Hockey Day in Minnesota, because not many kids get a chance like that.
Yeah, it's just high school hockey in Minnesota. There's nothing better than it, playing with all your buddies in front of all your students and fans. It's nothing better. Playing on a hockey day was unbelievable. It was a little cold up in Bemidji, but it was awesome and great experience.
I wasn't up there. It was a lot cold up in Bemidji. Want to wish you well the rest of the way. Thanks, Luke.
Yeah, thank you very much.
John Conley here with Mike Craig, former Minnesota North Star. Today, he's a coach in the Upper Midwest High School Elite League. You've had an opportunity the last few years to coach in games against the national team. I know there've been some memorable games. So maybe tell me about last year or prior years. What's it been like?
Well, I think 2 years ago we were one of the best teams in the league, and we came in with a mentality to watch the USA team, and we were down, I think, 4-1 within a period, and the boys finally settled in and decided that they could skate with these guys, and it ended up being a close game, and that was pretty exciting because I believe that year it was up against guys like Hughes, Turcotte. They ended up having Caulfield. They ended up having, I believe, about 10 first-round picks off that team, and I might be off by one or two, but a number of high-quality, talented players, and great for our guys from this league to see the skating ability and the skill, the playmaking ability that they have.
So you're up close for a couple-month period with the kids from the Minnesota teams, and you know that they have a much different existence. They're going to their traditional high school and seeing their friends and living at home with mom and dad. What are your thoughts, looking back on your hockey career, and just how much different the Elite League model is versus other paths for hockey development in the teenage years?
Well, I'm a long ways from home. I was born and raised in the junior route, so I I came a different path, but I think it's a great opportunity for these kids to play best on best in the fall. They don't start their high school season till near end of November, so it's a great way for 2 months to get their game out there, their skating legs, so when they hit that regular season for the winter season, they're flying. And I'm just impressed from day one, week one, the competitive level this league brings. The kids play 2-3 games a weekend, and they're still giving her on Sunday morning, so it's impressive.
And is there anything for a viewer watching that they should be looking for in the game itself, or specifically the national team or the team from the high school league?
Well, I just think when you watch the national team, they're the best from the country, and they all can skate. They have the skill, but I don't think our guys this weekend in the past, they got to have that mentality. They're not taking a back seat. They can play with them. They can compete. They have the energy, and let's try and get a couple wins out of here this weekend.
Good stuff. Thanks, Coach.
You bet.
I'm here with Nick Olmscheid. Nick, another player that played for Team Southwest last year. It was an exciting game, an opportunity to play against the U.S. national team. What are your memories?
I remember just getting prepped for that game. It was super hype. There's a big crowd. It's exciting to get to play against a team like that. Not many people can say they got to play against USA.
And anything specific stand out in the course of the game? Maybe some standout players that you played against, or some guys on your team that really stepped up and answered the bell. And I remember it was a close game.
I think I remember maybe Jet Jungles and Josh Woodkey playing really good in that game. Always making plays for us, and obviously a good amount of players on the USA making plays. Tough to play against.
Yeah, well, great. Well, thanks for your thoughts. We've got a couple games this year, and they're going to play some different Elite League teams, give some more kids the opportunity. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
John Conley here with Noah Tussey, Stillwater High School, great player in the Minnesota Upper Midwest High School Elite League. Noah, you've played games in the USHL, and you had an option to play in the USHL this year, and if you did, you'd run into the U.S. national team. Guess what? We're bringing them to town here. Your Elite League team is going to play them this weekend. So why don't you talk to us about Stillwater High School hockey, ponies, and what it's like to get a chance to play against kids that you may have heard of maybe by reputation or know personally that are going on a much different road.
Yeah, I think high school hockey in Minnesota is something that you really can't beat. Playing with all your buddies, your best friends that you've grown up with your whole life. Playing in front of your student section and your city, there's nothing better than that. I think we're going to have a pretty good team this year in Stillwater. We'll be pretty experienced. Should be fun. And yeah, I mean, it's a big opportunity playing the national team this weekend. I do know a couple of those guys, like Justin Janicki, he played on my Blades team, so yeah, it should be a good experience. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
These guys come here every year. Have you heard from any of the coaches or maybe some of the players that have played them in the past about what it's like, these Elite League games against the national team? Have historically been very competitive. They've been great games.
Yeah, no, I've heard it's definitely going to be high intensity, high tempo, super competitive for sure. It's a big deal for Minnesota hockey, so hoping we can put on a show and make it a game. So.
He's Noah Tussey with Minneapolis St. Paul Magazine. Thanks.
Thank you.